We're joined by Ryan Hickson at the Six Fields Stadium, just coming to the close of the second half at the Amazing Losers Game 2022. Ryan, first before we start, let's get you to turn around and have a little look at that number on the back of the shirt. How much weight have you lost so far?
33 kilograms in just over a year.
Unbelievable. All right, so. How did you get there, Ryan? What's been your secret to weight loss?
Well, I started with, actually, we'll go back to the end of 2019. So it was like pre-COVID and all that. I decided to look up parkrun. So I started there, and my times were, I don't know how to rate it, but they were close to 50 minutes for 5K, which I was getting some unpleasant comments on social media, not going to lie. So then, obviously, we know lockdown happened, and that sent a lot of people to not a good place, me included. But when we were allowed the daily exercise, I chose to do couch to 5K as my daily exercise. And then, so when parkrun eventually returned, which was last year, I came back and I've literally now halved my parkrun from my first one to my PB is literally half now. So just pushing myself on couch to 5K, and I'm currently working on training for a half marathon, which the training's going okay, I feel. I've completed 10K at a location called Tatton Park, which is quite local to me, in just over an hour, which 10K in just over an hour, yeah, I'll take it, considering my first 5Ks were 50 minutes. So 10 minutes for an extra 5K. It's like, yeah, I'll take that. So, but then my running with that has just transferred onto the football pitch at Man v Fat, because I'm now in my 4th season at Crewe, which is where I play. And now, well, I'm joined here with some probably incredible losers. Like, I thought I'd lost a lot, but seeing some of the numbers on the back of these shirts is ridiculous.
It's remarkable. I think 162 stone.
Yeah,
Over
it's
162 stone you guys have lost.
between, 30 people. It's like one of them who's on my team, he's lost 76 kilograms, I think. Yeah. I weigh 77 kilograms. So it's like, he's literally lost me. So.
And it's hard not to be inspired by that. I know I saw a little bit of your team talk before the kick-off. Ian Holloway is bowled over by the numbers and massively inspired by what you guys have achieved. And I'd also like to let you know you've just pulled a goal back as well.
Oh, I'll take that.
But Ian Holloway he bowled over. He says that everybody today is a hero, is a champion before, regardless of the outcome of the match, because you've lost so much weight. So, as for you mentioned Ludo Sport, 5K, 10Ks, training for a half marathon. It's no surprises you were 2021's most active player across the UK clubs. Have I missed any sports that you do?
Well, I do. It's not an official sport because I am certainly not in the league of the pros, semi-pros, whatnot. But I like to take part in disc golf, which it's a bit of a quirky sport. But when I was in university a few years ago, which definitely not in this shape, I'll say, I took up ultimate frisbee. Which, honestly, if I'm honest, I didn't know was a sport. But after the taster session, I was hooked. But unfortunately, I can't find anywhere. But I got told about disc golf through them to practice like my throws and stuff. And I found out where I do Ludo Sport, there's a disc golf course, give or take a 15-20 minute drive away. So normally on a Friday, because that's when I train at Ludo Sport, I'll go up a bit early and get myself a nice little round of disc golf. So that's good fun.
Yeah, and just to let you know, it's now 2-2.
Oh!
So I really don't want to keep you too long because it's a good, exciting second half. Nobody can accuse you being boring in your choices of physical activity. There's a common misconception that exercise is boring. So how did you discover all of these types of activities, and how would you recommend somebody else goes out and finds a sport that they truly love?
Well, Ludo Sport, which that's my love. Like, I'm actually going to be getting it tattooed. That's how much I love the thing. Which it sounds cheesy, but in December last year, so about half a year ago, I passed Form 1, which is, as you can tell from the name, the first form you'll learn. So I'm intending on getting the symbol of the sport as a tattoo, and then the symbols of the forms which I've completed, because not long after I returned as literally a new person, because they've obviously always been used to me being a bigger chap, I'll say, and then I come back not quite half the person I was, but I've lost 30%, so just over a quarter. I got promoted to the next level, which, sorry if there's any Italians watching or anything, but I got promoted to the rank of iniziato, because it's an Italian sport, and I found it through Comic-Con, of all things, because I'm an avid Comic-Con goer, and I saw somebody in the uniform, which now I've gone in the uniform, and on the back it's got the symbol. It says something along the lines of Ludo Sport Lightsaber Combat Academy. So it's like, I need this in my life. And then I found out there's a academy in Manchester. It's just like, yep, I was straight on a discovery session, and well, the rest is history. And then with Couched 5K, well, a good place to start is signing up to Parkrun, because it's free, and everybody there, yeah, you do get some fast runners, and on Facebook you get some, but you get unpleasant people everywhere. But you never ever finish last at Parkrun. Like literally, I did, well, it was actually for charity, so I count it but not count it as an official time. But I did my 5K dressed in inflatable T-Rex, of all things, in an hour and 8 minutes roughly, and I still wasn't last. So if you're worried about being too slow for it, just turn up, you will not be last, I guarantee you that. And everybody will cheer you over that line when you make it, however long it takes you, or however short. The volunteers will always be there for you to finish the line with them. And then my football, well, I actually play in a pan football team because I'm autistic myself. I play for Nantwich Town pan team, and then I'd actually that's how I then got back in with Man v Fat, because I had signed up pre-COVID in Salford, but then I want to say I had 1 or 2 sessions, and then lockdown happened, so that was the end of that, and I thought that was just nothing. And then I got an ad on Facebook, Man v Fat is coming to Crewe. It's like, Crewe is literally the next town over from where I live, so it's like, wow, I am doing this, and I've got probably better iffy mental health. Everybody is so supportive of me. Like yesterday, for example, I had a gain on the scales, which it's one of them things, it happens, especially after losing all this weight. Everybody was so supportive, even though I was completely gutted about it. But after the scales, I was out on the pitch, and everybody was like giving me hugs, and, well, that sounds weird, but bro hugs and fist bumps, and like it never ever happened. And even if you're not that good of a player, like, I'll openly say I'm not a good football player. I've absolutely loved I'm in my 4th season now, so 3 complete seasons, and I think last night was my 5th game of season 4. So, and even if you don't think you can score, like me, for example, you'll be supported. If you mess up, like yesterday, I kicked the ball into my own player, which, well, them things, it happens. We just laughed it off. So everybody is welcome, and just, you'll have the time of your life there. And I've got friends, well, I hope I've got friends for life from it. I've got a majority of the Crewe League on like social media and whatnot, and I've started branching out when I've played with the 11s team, so like Stoke players, for example, because that's our local derby. And I really hope I'm going to stay in contact with some of these guys, because I've been having a right laugh with a load of my team and the opposition team, because, well, we've all earned the place to be here, so we might as well talk and laugh about it. And if you make a mistake, you laugh about it. Like, I'll put my hands, that's a bit ironic, I'll put my hands up. I got a handball on myself on the pitch. Without realising, we just laughed it off. They were like, it's fine, don't worry. So, even if you put yourself down, your team will always be there to pick you back up.